Warren Sapp always said, winning teams, you got to pack your defense.
To travel.
Mm-hmm. When on the road, pack your defense. And we are going to take a similar axiom. In order to win on the road, pack your power rankings. Presented by BMW.
Oh, baby.
Hit it.
This is mine.
Power rankings.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Power Rankings.
Presented by BMW. Let's go, everybody. Power rankings on the road. That's how you win. You pack your power rankings when you go to Germany. Here we go.
Here we go, bro.
My top 10 going into week number 10, starting with number 10. Down 5 spots. I'm keeping the Green Bay Packers on my power rankings list. I understand they didn't look good at home against the Detroit Lions. They haven't looked good at home against the Detroit Lions since 2021, guys. It has just been a tough stretch in Lambeau Field for Green Bay when the Lions come to town. That said, I still like them. I still can't quit them. I still think that they're going to be able to find out Jordan Love's health. He can come back from his bye week in week 10, hopefully a little more healthy. But we'll find out with Jordan Love's health willing that he does have another nice November, December, January run left in him. I'm gonna still trust that process. Defensively, they are a better team than they have been in recent years. That run game is still packed for an offense that's also got all those young receivers coming into the fold. I'm still keeping them in my top 10, although they're down 5 spots. Up 1 spot, the 9th-ranked team on my power rankings are your NFC South leading Atlanta Falcons. I really like what this team is doing. They are 9 on this list. What do you think?
What do they have to do?
Keep winning. And you know, they're 6-3. I'm still going to take them as a top 10, but I still need to see a little bit more for them to move up the power rankings, and you'll see where I rank it. But by the way, just let me finish up.
Sorry.
My goodness, Railbird.
The heckling travel.
Number 8 on this list, up 1 spot after winning and ending their 2-game losing streak. I'm still putting the Vikings above the Falcons right here. I still do like the Minnesota Vikings. I understand Kirk Cousins is outplaying Sam Darnold. I understand that. Number 18 on your screen. Not seeing enough of them. I'm going to be very honest with you. A little bit of that is a fantasy bitch and moan. But honestly, the guy keeps catching passes, and then what? We're baking a Munt cake. You're like, what are we doing here? Like, keep throwing it to 18 until they prove he can be covered. But defensively, that was a nice bounce-back game for the Minnesota Vikings, who are now at the Jacksonville Jaguars this week and have the Tennessee Titans after them. They got a nice soft part of the schedule I think they're going to make some hay on. Number 7, they're back on the list. I'm putting the Philadelphia Eagles right here. They're 6-2. Jalen Hurts has been lights out since his coach shaved his hair like he's Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket. And the Saquon Barkley leap backwards, man, is just an absolute perfect snapshot of his incredible talents and physical talents and everything that he is bringing to bear for this Philadelphia Eagles team that does appear to be getting better on defense a little bit here, week in and week out, just tightening that bolt right there. They're 7th on my power rankings list. Number 6, rounding out the bottom 5 of my power rankings, up 2 spots. Your AFC North leading Pittsburgh Steelers are sitting right there for me, up 2 spots, and I do like the addition of Mike Williams, and I do like what they are doing on offense with Russell Wilson. Let's see what they've got going on here. And the Pittsburgh Steelers just getting better, making some moves at the trade deadline. They're taking on the Washington Commanders, who are number 5 on my list. They are a top 5 team right now. Jaden Daniels playing like an MVP. The defense is playing lights out. The run game, sometimes Brian Robinson Jr., it's his day. Next day it's Austin Eckler. Next day it's Chris Rodriguez. You know, I mean, whose day is it? And it seems to be Terry McLaurin's day every day these days. They are a top 5 team for sure. Now, number 4 on the list. I understand they're not currently in first place, and this is in advance of the Thursday night game. I'm putting the Baltimore Ravens 4th on this list. No change. They stay like a before after they just dominated the Denver Broncos. Number 3 on this list. The Buffalo Bills stay right where they are staying like a before. No change for them after they took care of business against a very plucky Miami team. They were getting that nice 61-yarder for Tyler Bass to win it. It's just Josh Allen's world mostly, but certainly when he's taking on the Miami Dolphins. Number 2 and number 1 on the list, it's just the same old argument. What are you going to do? The Lions seem to be playing the best football in the NFL over the last month and a half consistently. They're killing everybody. Yep. Jared Goff starts the game 11 for 11, 12 for 12, 13 for 13, 18 for 18. The run game's on fire. Aiden Hutchinson's out, and they're still sacking people, and defensively they're playing terrific. And they're just eviscerating everybody in their path and putting everybody in the fetal position, calling for their mothers. But the Kansas City Chiefs are still the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions who haven't lost a game. And they just keep doing whatever they need to do. I know I say the same thing week in and week out. Snap to snap, quarter to quarter, whatever they need to do, they do in order to win a game, whether it's DeAndre Hopkins coming up with 2 touchdowns and Kareem Hunt doing nothing through the first 3.5 quarters and then winding up with 100 yards anyway, or it's defensively coming up with a big play, or if it's Samaje Perine catching a touchdown pass from Magic Mahomes doing some of his magic while he's also suffering an ankle injury in the process that puts him down on the ground. They're doing whatever they need to do, and those are my power rankings, topped by the Kansas City Chiefs, presented by BMW. Off the list are the Houston Texans. For the first time all year, I just couldn't keep them on it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.